Hello, my name is Robert today, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm here to read the Daily Reflections book for August 3rd, 2026. It's called To Be of Service. Our real purpose is to fit ourselves to be of maximum service to God and the people about us. That can be found in the Alcoholics Anonymous book on page 77. Here's the book, one of them. It is clear that God's plan for me is expressed through love. God loved me enough to take me from alleys and jails so that I could be made a useful participant in His world. My response is to love all of His children through service and by example. I ask God to help me imitate His love for me through my love for others. Period. The end of the reading. So I was having trouble with this reading today. This line, I ask God to help me imitate His love for me through my love for others. It took me a while to take it apart and put it together and look at it backwards and forwards, and what I came up with. I ask God to help me imitate His love for me through my love for others. My love for others, going backwards here, is an imitation of God's love for me. And remember what it said here. God loved me enough to take me from alleys and jails so that I could be made a useful participant in His world. So, without doing, I'll say much, God gave me a free pass, redeemed me, gave me a clear exit, gave me a way out, gave me grace, a present, even though maybe my worthiness, just put that over here, because I really don't believe you need to be worthy. God loves us. What did it say? Our real purpose is to fit ourselves to be of maximum service to God and the people about us. It is clear that God's plan for me is expressed through love. So one of the ways that His love is expressed towards me is by giving me a free pass, a present, a gift of grace, and then to take me away from the alleyways and the jail cells so that I could be of, like it was saying, maximum service in His world. That's not to forget that we do need people, though, in the jails, letting people know about Alcoholics Anonymous. It doesn't mean you necessarily need to be a prisoner in the jail to do that, but if you are a prisoner in that jail, go ahead and talk about Alcoholics Anonymous. Start a group. Start an Alcoholics Anonymous group. That I don't know all the logistical things and details about that. Anyhow, God gave me grace. So, this last line that I was saying I had trouble with, I ask God to help me imitate His love for me through my love for others. In accordance with, or similar to, the way that God, for not much reason other than His love for me, gave me the grace for a whole bunch of stuff that afforded me the opportunity to see that I was redeemable, let's put it that way, and then I was redeemed and a participant in his world, and now I can be of maximum service to God and the people about us, about me, around me. I can do that now because I don't have all this baggage any longer. I don't have but I don't have the same amount of the negativity in my brain telling me that I'm worthless, useless, powerless, those things. Because God's grace gave me a better perspective on things. I do truly feel redeemed, and for no reason really, other than God's love. So now when people get all fidgety around me and I start to have a problem with them, I went in depth about all this kind of stuff in the first video, but back when I was drinking and I was having a tough time, I'd lay into people really awful bad. And then I'd feel worse and bad and worse and bad. And then I'd drink to feel better, and then that would last for about a little while, just a tiny while. And then finally it didn't work at all anymore, and then I was just drunk and angry. And then God's grace entered the picture. And now, this isn't automatic yet. I've been sober 20 years. I've been going to meetings for a very long time, or to very many meetings over that 20-year span. And the thing that isn't automatic is my love for others about me. Put it that way. That when people do something that upsets me, I guess, my first automatic response is not to love them every single time that happens. When I'm on my game and being, I don't know, cognizant or aware of where I'm at, what I'm doing, who I am, and what I can do, I'll pause maybe before I lash out at somebody. And then I can just realize that that person is a human. I'm a person, I'm a human. I know what I want to do. And I've done that for far too many years in the past, the lashing out. So maybe I'll pause for a second and give this person some grace, that person that was upsetting me. Because really, it doesn't necessarily need to be them to put me in a foul mood or in a negative mood. That's all my choice. When I feel upset, it's not your fault, it's my fault. I'm letting myself become upset. So number one, probably here, let's read this again, and then we'll be through, I think. The August 3rd reading for 2026, and how I'm putting it here today. What it says in the book, ... to be of service. Our real purpose is to fit ourselves to be of maximum service to God and the people about us. That's from Alcoholics Anonymous, found on page 77. It is clear that God's plan for me is expressed through love. God loved me enough to take me from alleys and jail so that I could be made a useful participant in His world. My response is to love all of His children through service and by example. I ask God to help me imitate His love for me through my love for others. So before I start lashing out at people, I should be my response is to love all of his children through service and by example. And then back up here at the top, it says, real purpose is to fit ourselves to be of maximum service to God and the people that are upsetting me, that are all around me. So I take a second and this thing, imitate his love for me through my love for others. In the same way that God loved me, I should love you and these people that are upsetting me. And like I was saying, that isn't usually always the automatic response, because I still have an ego, I'm still selfish, I'm still human, but I'm not only human. I've got a little bit of extra stuff with me. Got help from a power greater than myself. And he can remind me to cool out and be of service. So thank you for coming by here today. I've been away for a while. That's kind of explained in part one. I went off the rails and back and forth and on the rails and over in the ditch and back to the other side, and made it a two-part episode. So it's kind of an introduction as I come back to doing these. Thank you for your time. Keep up the hard work. It's worth it. And I'll get back with you later. Later. Goodbye.